Thank you so much for having me on. I think this is a very important meeting because it's one of the few times that the ongoing conflict in Yemen is really discussed in Berlin at the German capital at a very high political level. We have ambassadors here, we have members of parliament here. The Houthi movement is at the same time a domestic warring faction in Yemen, an extremist Islamist movement, but also a regional and transnational threat since it has a very close connection with Iran. And as the regional situation complicates and threats emanate both from Iran as well as from the Houthi movement, I think this is not a good factor in finding a potential conflict on how to resolve the conflict in Yemen. Look, I mean, Iran has always had a conventional military disadvantage compared to its competitors in the region. It also has faced many years of quite stringent sanctions, including on the military side. Therefore, Iran has become very adept on two things. Number one, to develop a client network of non-state actors around the region that give it an ability to project its power into the region and to take advantage of any disruptions within the region. The Iranian side is never truly able to affect in a significant strategic sense the regional situation, but it can and has taken extremely sophisticatedly advantage of changing regional situations. We've seen this in Iraq, we've seen this in Syria, we've seen this now in Yemen for a couple of years. So through its client, the Houthi movement, which is ideologically very close to them, the Houthi movement feels itself part of what the Iranians call the axis of resistance, i.e. the resistance against Israel in the West and the United States. They were able to develop and insert themselves into the Yemeni conflict, which they were not really a part of until 2015.